Hello, here we go again with a fighting game between 8 players on IGS. This time it was played with 1 handicap and half a point commie because white is an 8 plus. There were lots of fights from the beginning, and towards the end we had a co-fight where white was supposed to capture the stones in the middle and continue the game because the center can become pretty large. Even that black captured the top left and the lower left corner, it's still a game. So it's a bit surprising to see white resigning at this stage, but let's check from the beginning. So black starts with a Komoku in the top right facing the bottom area. Usually in pro games the first move when it's a Komoku it's played at R16 and then Q3. And now black can continue with a Shimari or attack the top left corner. Well, nowadays we see a lot of Hoshi and early Sansan invasion, and I guess when you play online it doesn't matter so much whether the Komoku is facing the bottom side or the top side. Anyway, two Komokus by black, so the Josekis can be different. And now black approaches the lower left corner. Now here this Ogema it's a little bit overstretched. Most of the time it's Kosumi or Keima f4. And if white wants to play a loose move, it's usually the 2-space jump. But this leads to a Joseki where black puts some pressure and then extends. So white ends up a little bit low with all the stones on the third line, but it's territorial and possible. Now playing Ogema, black can play a 1-space jump and then extend. Or black can just leave the position like this and go all the way to c16 to prevent the Shimari in the top left corner. But black decides to extend for a base. Now in this case, if white plays a kick, white needs to double up at e3, and now the shape is not too bad. White is going on the 4 line to build more territory, and black ends up a little bit over concentrated on the left side. But white can also play away. This is a good decision. p3 it's a nice move to prevent the Shimari in the lower right corner. Black defends proper. White extends back on the 4th line to set up a Moai on the bottom side. So far so good. Now taking the Shimari in the top right corner it's not bad. And of course black can consider q14 or r14. But black can also play c16 or c17 in order to prevent the corner enclosure in the top left. That would be more active. It's actually hard to say which move is bigger. So now white can also make his own Shimari in the top left, or attach the top right corner, pull back, turn and extend in order to set up a Moya in the top side. Playing this kind of r6 approach, it's a little bit too aggressive. So here black can cover or play an attach move, then push q6 and descend q2. Now white needs to extend again on the right side to fix a base, and then black can attack the top left corner. So this is a way for black to settle the lower right corner right away. Playing the kick it's possible too at q3, and white's natural move is to go up. Now having r6 on the right side, what white wants to do is to turn and then create cutting points. So when black defends on the right side, white captures the cornerstone. If black defends the corner, white cuts at r5. That's the reason he played r6. But he didn't follow up. So p4 is the move to continue the fight on the right side. Then black has to protect here. Playing s5 leaves black the option to take another Ponuki or a powerful shape like this, threatening p3. Now white needs to extend for a base, and black can capture this stone to become very thick in this lower right corner. If white pulls back, black can attack, taking away the extension. Black shouldn't block right away at s4. I mean, it's more fighting spirit to play p4 or Hane p2. In this case, if white no b, the same thing can happen. Black will attack from the right side, and if white defends on the right side, black can play Atari o3. So it's a much easier way, or more effective way to defend the corner, because even if white jumps at s3, black can slide, so black loses the points in the corner but compensates on the side, damaging the lower area or the potential white header. So back to the original game, black blocks. Now white can extend on the right side, and then black may add another move or leave it like this. Or if black goes up, white goes up at p4, black will pincer r8, r9 to put pressure on the two stones. So white decides to defend the right. The Hane on the second line is still a good move. and then black can play away. Very good. Now white turns. Black actually doesn't need to protect immediately. It's possible to go out with a nobi or a one space jump, or simply take away the extension on the right side. White is supposed to extend r10. That would be an ideal shape for white to make a base. So if this happens and white surrounds the corner, now black can leave by playing q2. If white captures a stone in the corner like this, black can leave locally with s2 or s3, or simply come out to put pressure on the stones on the right. As long as black has a way to access the middle, he doesn't have to worry about the I shape in the corner. So black is extremely cautious. Now here, this 2-2 point is meant to get I shapes in the corner, but black shouldn't allow the connection underneath, so simply separate t4. If white surrounds, black is still alive in the corner. If black is not confident in the life and death in this corner, would add another move at s2, but like this at least black can build 10 points in the corner. If black is fine with the corner situation, then it's better to play away. Pincer or attach or extend on the right side. And then when white tries to kill the corner, black can resist and actually survive. So anyway, playing s2 allows the connection underneath, and now black has to struggle more to live and the life will be smaller. Instead of Atari here, black should go down, and when white connects, Atari the 3 stones, white connects again. Black is already alive locally, and black can also go out and now take away the extension, and white has to protect. The reason is, when black plays t1, black actually prevents a co-fight. So with this Atari, when white connects, black can play t1. But white also has the option to play Hane t2, and this way black has to capture the ko. So white doesn't play this move right away, surrounds the group. Oops, that's a misclick. And now black needs another move to leave. So if black plays away now, white can Hane t2, and then there's a ko for life. If black plays r1, white will play here, and then we have, oh, actually it's a double ko, because now when white plays here and black answers, white takes the ko, black can start another ko in the corner. White captures this one, black takes this one. So black will live in a double ko, but it's still smaller than simply going down to t2 and then Atari from the outside. So yeah, anyway, very conservative defense by black in this lower right corner. Now in the top left corner, instead of pushing, black should Hane and either go out with nobi or Hane again. There are several Josekis here. This is a very common one, and white might extend in the top. Black can also connect solid, and when white plays down for a shape, black extends on the left side, white extends in the top. Now when black plays another Hane, white can think about the cuts. This is one option, give up the stone on the outside to grab the corner, or cut in the corner to go for the outside. If the latter is good, white can use this Joseki, and then black can just play away. So pushing like this feels a little better for white because of the double Hane. Normally black defends by going down or hanging connection, then Atari and connect, but the shape is quite painful in the corner to live and be surrounded like that. So Atari. Here white can play Atari and capture the cornerstones, but it's better to escape and let black live small in the corner. It would be very big for white to turn g18. If black plays away, the Atari is going to hurt the corner, and in the end black has to make this kind of life, or this one. If black omits that move and plays away again, white will just clamp, or Atari, then connect under. Now the entire corner dies. So it would be quite a nice turn at g18. Now when white plays the Hane on the second line, black can block first, white needs to connect, and then black can push out a couple of times. Actually once it's enough. The group is already alive, and then extend in front of the wall to reduce the potential. So push, then white goes in the corner, and black comes out in the top. This is actually a very good deal for black. Black should push again, because if white doesn't answer, it's very pleasant to play an Atari from the outside. And if white answers, black's wall is just bigger, so there is more potential to build in the top. This cut was just bait, so black wanted to give up a stone and capture the two cornerstones. But this is actually gote and not so big at this stage. White can play here now. So I should actually give up the corner and keep center. White got too ambitious. Now when black escapes, the corner will die. White can put some pressure like this, but black makes enough liberties to kill the corner. But for now, black took a big point on the right side. That's a pretty nice move. Whoa, white desperately jumps inside. This kind of move, it's not a cap, not a keima, it's somewhat in between. But black's weaker stone, it's R10. So the most natural move would be to go out with an Ikentobi in order to reinforce the weak stone. But here, black can also consider Kosumi to push the weak white stone towards the top. And then either Hane or one space jump. Now if something like this happens, white is also in trouble with the stones on the right side. Even if white can go out in the top right, when black plays a cap here or a Hane, now all the stones on the right side are in trouble. So it's good for black to come out between white stones and kill something. Like this, white can attach, then Nobi, then bump, and then kill the right stone. So all of a sudden, white is making this territory, but at least black has the potential in the top. So black decides to jump also, and now white plays a tiger mount for good shape. So if you go back a few moves, I think maybe O13 was meant to be a cap and it looks like a misclick. Let's say black jumps here, white jumps too. Now it doesn't really make sense for black to attach that group because it just gives white good shape. It would make more sense to play a peep in order to force white into a heavy shape and then keima to try to surround. Or at least Kosumi and then jump to put pressure on the heavy group. So pull back, now white has to go out. White can actually go out with a jump or Kosumi. Because when white jumps and black tries to cut, Atari connect, and then when black cuts again, the stones on the right side are thin. This way, white is still heavy. Black can peep and then jump along to be one step ahead in the fight. So black just jumps to enclose the top side. Now white desperately comes in. Okay, black takes away the base, surrounds the group. Here black should actually Nobi in order to prepare the Atari at G14. So when white comes out, block, if Atari connect, if connect also connect. There is no way to cut here because of the double Atari. So when this one connect under, the top stones will die. Not so good. So bump. Black can block. It's not a problem if Atari here and connect. And it's also not a problem if Atari here because black connects this way. Playing the Nobi, it leaves more cutting points when white will push and then cut one way or the other. And now here, white can Atari and capture one stone. Oops. Like this to connect the top group. But white decides to go out, black connects, and now white is still in trouble in the top. Very proper move. Yeah, black can go out for a while. Actually, black can use this move. Because if white plays some Atari, it will turn with Atari. So white needs to capture this stone, and then black should try a double up. But yeah, it's tricky. So let's see. Yeah, black should cover right away and the top 3 stones will die. So now white escapes. So white escaped quite luckily here. Let me check something else. So let's say black pushes along, white goes Atari, then push, Atari again and try to kill, but it actually doesn't work because of this move. Yeah, black can make twice in the top. So big opportunity missed. Back to the actual game. So white luckily escaped here, but now the corner died. In fact, luckily, white has only one eye in the corner, so it's better for black to come out. If white plays a18, black will hit the vital point and Hane. So it's not worth playing moves inside the corner. It's better to go out and make sure the two stones are safe, so black doesn't have to play too many moves inside and kill the dead group, which actually happened. So Atari and Atari again from the outside. Let's see here. Normally black should just turn when white pushes down. Black also expands the corner. All good now. Atari is good timing. Defend. Hit the vital point, then connect. It's a pretty good defense by black in the top right corner, all forced. For white it's better to play peep from the other side than come out with a heavy group, but also attack the black heavy group. Playing like this, black can defend in a flexible way. One space jump. If white pushes, black will give up one stone, then kill the group on the right. This is a good trade for black. Now, black can actually capture, cut one way or the other. So yeah, black goes out in a much more flexible way. White should actually jump. This way, white keeps the right side and black has to come back and protect the middle. So white is trying to killing everything, and that's a little bit greedy. So white got those points on the right, but there is still a G here, so black can cut once, then cover. Now white has to capture the stones on the side to stay connected, and black is center, so black can invade the bottom side. If white cuts at p6, p5, sorry, black can always connect in the middle, either with a jump like this or a keima. So black invades right away. It's in fact pretty good to cover in center at p6, and it's nice to play one Atari and cover, and then this way later in the game black has more co-threats on the right side. So white tries to kill everything. That was too greedy, and black got to capture the stones on the right side faster. A very good decision. This is a nice move. So if white tries to continue the fight on the right side, he's going to die faster. There are only two liberties. Alright, now white desperately invades the left side. Here, black can attach in the corner, cover, and then either descend or play a one space jump. It's very hard for that stone to go up in the center after that. So white gets captured. Black is making a wall. It's possible. But it's still better to play the attached c3 than Hane d4 and then consider the Hane on the second line. Because white has very few liberties, so if white cuts, black can Atari and connect. Now black has enough liberties to win the semi on the left side and just leave. So white has to play a clamp here, like this, then connect under, which is painful, and black has a strong wall to jump into the middle. So black keeps everything separated. That's good. Now the Hane, it's a bit risky because white has lots of like 1, 2, 3, 4 liberties. So white can just bump and connect under, or even cut and connect after that, because white can always attack in the corner in center and then cover to win the race. Actually, something like that happened in the actual game. So now black has to run for his life. Good nose to Suji here. And this way black can just connect his stones. If white pushes through an Atari, then black can cut in the middle. Now either like this or take the other 2 stones. So black is out. This way it's still a bit risky, but luckily black found a way to kill the corner. So this stage, okay, white has to try a co-fight. On this Atari, black should answer and continue the co. If black protects here and white captures, Atari connect. There are 1, 2, 3. Block, connect, connect. Oh, this semi is not good. White can still win by 1 liberty. So what black can do, after black connects here, white takes back the call. Black can cover like this as a co threat or cut. So if cover, white has to protect, take back the call. But black eliminates the call. Atari from the outside, very good. White shouldn't connect, he's still in Atari. White should actually capture here in center and then take the stones on the right. So now all of a sudden, white has all this territory in the middle. And I think overall, white has a chance to win because white also captured these guys, the ones on the left, which is comparable with the top left and lower left corner. And black has this small corner and this small corner. So black is actually losing the game right now if white can build a large center, especially that now black has to come back and connect on the bottom and white can just enclose the center. So yeah, white got very discouraged by the call and resigned here. But even after black captured in several places, white has a chance to win this game. That's why in general it's good to estimate or to play till you see there is no hope anymore. So I guess you'll enjoy this review and fight stronger next time.